So, I made a video about this yesterday. Made a couple of videos about this yesterday. Yesterday, I was at the grocery store, and this guy's like, mushrooms. They're like the ice cream of pizza. Or like they're like the ice cream of the fungus kingdom. And he's like, mushrooms. I love mushrooms on everything. I love mushrooms. I love shrooms. I love them in omelets. I love them everywhere. I love shrooms. Pizza. I love pizza. And he's talking like that. Like he's talking weird like that. And he says that. And it's just the most random thing to say. Like, what does that even mean? Mushrooms are the ice cream of the fungus kingdom. What the fuck does that even mean, bro? That doesn't even make any sense. What the fuck is that supposed to even mean anyway? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I think it just doesn't make any sense on purpose, just to, like, grab my attention or whatever. But this is a guy that's always stalking me. He's always synced up every time I see him, like a robot. And doing directed conversations. And he's saying ice cream and pizza. He's saying ice cream, and then he's saying pizza. Which mushrooms go on pizza, so like that kind of makes sense. But he's saying them because it's pedophile symbolism. Like, he's saying it to try to get a reaction out of me. He's saying it. And he's saying it like he knows what he's saying. He's saying it like really creepily. He's saying it like he's like, I love pizza, and then he's just like smiling at me and stuff. Like a lot of the stalkers, they'll say shit like that. They'll say pizza synced up. They tell them to say like pizza and stuff synced up. So like one day there's like these teenage girls getting out of this car next to me, and they're like, I want to go get some cheese pizza. Teenage girls. And then one time I was working at a restaurant prepping food, and they're having me prep hot dogs and pizza together. Like, I don't remember, like I was cutting up hot dogs, putting them in a bag, and I was like putting pizzas in other bags or something. But it was like at the same time I'm like prepping hot dogs and pizza for a children's Halloween party at this restaurant I was working at. And then I'm like, I don't feel good. I'm going home because I realized what it is. And then I go home, but then I come back the next day because I'm broke and I need money. And so I go back the next day because I didn't get fired. And then they have me Like, they left all the dishes from the night before, and they have me clean the pizza pans and the pizza sauce off of the plates and stuff. And they're like, it was a great party last night. You should have been there. There's so many children there. And whatever. And it's like, and they're like having me prep hot dogs and pizza together for a children's Halloween party. But yeah, sometimes it seems like they don't know what, or they might not know what they're saying. Like, they're just being told to say it or whatever. Like, they just have someone in their ear and they're like, say pizza right now. You know, so like, a lot of them might be like that. Like, they don't even know what they're saying really, or, you know. But the guy yesterday, though, it was like he knew what he was saying. It was like the way that he was saying it was like really creepy. It was like he knows what ice cream and pizza means. He's like, I love mushrooms. They're the ice cream of the fungus kingdom. I love mushrooms everywhere. I love pizza. And he's like smiling at me, and he's like, it has this like weird look on his face, like he knows exactly what he's saying. And I see A113 license plates, which means adrenochrome, and I see the Ninja Turtles shirts. Because I was live on YouTube, and I was like one night I was live on YouTube, and I was like, the reptilians or the Ninja Turtles are reptilians that live in underground tunnels, and they eat pizza. That's what the Ninja Turtles is about. It's a satanic, pedophilic symbolism. They're reptilians. They live in the sewers and underground tunnels. It's like, and pizza means like sodomy. It's like poop. It's like on all the, like, I think it has multiple meanings, but on all like old Hollywood movies, it's like sodomy is like pizza. Anyway, so I was talking about that, how the Ninja Turtles are that, and then the next day after that, I see a guy with a Ninja Turtles shirt synchronized. And then I kept seeing that guy synchronized. And then I would see other people with Ninja Turtles shirts synchronized. And then I saw a child with a Ninja Turtles shirt synchronized. And then I see people with the Epstein Island stripe shirts, which is like a blue, like the horizontal blue and white stripes. I'll see people with horizontal blue and white striped shirts synced up. And I'll see children with the Epstein Island stripe shirts. And then I'll see them after I go live and say that it's the Epstein Island stripe shirt. I'll still see it synced up. And they watch everything that I do, so they know that I think it's the Epstein Island stripe shirt. Like the orchestrators of the Truman Show. They know that I call it the Epstein Island stripe shirt. And then they still send them at me, and they'll send children stalkers with the Epstein Island stripe shirt. They'll put a Epstein Island stripe shirt or a Ninja Turtle shirt or a pizza shirt. I don't think I've seen a child with a pizza shirt, but I'm just saying they'll do things. They would probably do that. Because I have seen the Ninja Turtle shirt and an Epstein Island stripe shirt on children and babies or whatever. That are synced up that are stalking me. And I see pedophiles stalking me, pedophiles that I caught on Creepbusters, and pedophiles that are registered pedophiles, and I see pedophiles and children stalking me simultaneous sometimes. And there's a van that used to stalk, or he still stalks me, but it used to say free candy on the van. Then he took it off after I I talked about it on Creepbusters, and like, I think he took it off. It was like right after that he removed it off the van, off the back window of the van. So I think it was because of me that he did that. But what else? Babies crying synced. There's babies crying synced. There's babies crying at synced moments. I think they're being hit with directed energy weapons to make them cry at synced moments. Sometimes they'll be crying really hard, like it sounds like they're being hit with a directed energy weapon or something to make them cry at a synced moment. I catch pedophiles, and then when I go out and catch pedophiles, they'll send stalkers with their children over by me that they might not know that I'm catching, like the stalker might not know that I'm catching a pedophile. They're just doing what the robot is telling them to do, or the Truman Show director, or whoever, or both, or whatever. Whatever the fuck's going on with these people. Like, I'll be catching a pedophile, and they'll send people with their children right over by me. A lot of the time when I'm doing catches, a lot of different catches that I've done, they're sending stalkers with their children over, like, near me. Like, close by. As I'm catching a pedophile. So the stalker might not know that I'm catching a pedophile, but the people that are sending the stalker over there definitely know that I'm catching a pedophile. Like, they know that before I even get there, that I'm going there to catch a pedophile. And then I'll see a bunch of cops stalking me, usually when I go to catch a pedophile, like on the way there or the way back or whatever. So it's fucked up out here, man. Like, and like, they do the pizza shit occasionally. They do like the pizza symbolism and stuff occasionally. It's not that often that they do that, it seems. There was one day where I saw a stalker pull up and eat a slice of pizza, and I think she was taking a bite synchronized, but I don't know if it was a pizza symbolism, but it probably was. But there was like another time where I was in the grocery store, and this lady walks up next to me synchronized, and right as she does it, she's like, "I'm gonna go get some pizza." And there was probably a child synced with it or something, like, I don't know, I don't remember. There's probably a child walking up, talking next to me on the other side of me or something, as she was like, "I'm gonna go get some pizza." So, I'm sure there's other examples of it that have happened in the past. There's gotta be, like, I know that there is. It's just like, I just try to forget about it maybe or something. I don't know. But they do that shit. The pizza symbolism in the A113 license plates. I see it all the time, A113 license plates. And then I'll still see them after I say A113 means adrenochrome. Like, they watch everything that I do constantly. They watch me take a shit. They watch everything that I do constantly. So they watch all my live streams. They know that I say that... They know that I think A113 means adrenochrome, even if it doesn't mean adrenochrome, which I think it does, but... like, even if it doesn't, hypothetically, they still do it after I say that. Like, I still see them. So it's like, they're taunting me with it, you know, like, after I said that it's the adrenochrome plates, they're still sending them by me every day, 100 times a day. A113 license plates. My water heater's turning on sync. And like, a lot of times, like, if I like tweet about something like that, like if I post like about like Pizzagate or like the Hampstead children or whatever, I'll hear like aggressive engine sound outside or a guy yelling outside or something. It's like they'll like sync with it weird like that. Just hear like a scary aggressive sounding engine sound outside. I'll just like, or the siren will go off or whatever. Or a police siren. Like, I made that pizza video the other day, and then there's a police siren, like, as I'm uploading it. I don't know. They'll sync a police siren with anything, though, you know what I mean? But it's like... it's a lot of weird human trafficky shit going on, is what I'm saying. It's a lot of weird human trafficky shit. And then I wonder if some of the children stalkers are like being, if they're like being trafficked or something. And it's like they'll have children stalkers doing weird shit where they're like exploiting them or something. And like one day I walk by this store window and there's a little girl. She like walks up to the window sink before I walk by it, and then she bends over in the window right when I walk by it. they're always doing things synced right when I walk by them to stalk me. And it was a stalker child thing, I think. And she's bending over in the window right when I walk by it, and she's a child. She's like bending over with her ass pointed toward the window. And they're telling her to do this. So I don't know who out there is watching this or whatever, or who cares, but there's some weird human trafficking shit going on, man. It's weird. Do you hear the sounds outside? They're like unloading a truck or whatever, but they do it synced. Every morning they do it synced. If a garbage truck pulls up out there, it's gonna be synced. Do you hear the sounds right now? It's right as I'm walking up to my window. He wasn't making sounds for a minute, right? Until right at that moment. I think the birds started chirping synced when I opened my blinds, maybe. I don't know if they were chirping already. But they started chirping the other night at like 3 a.m. I was just laying there. I couldn't sleep. I get up, and the birds start chirping. But yeah, like I'll tweet about something like Pizzagate or something, and then like birds will be attacking me, or like I'll be getting hit with a dew, getting a directed energy weapon shot at my head, or I'll be getting a directed energy weapon shot at my head as a police siren's going off. So the pedophile cult, the Epstein Island pedophile cult, is a stalker. And they got people out here stalking, possibly holding people hostage, making them stalk, forcing them to stalk, some of them. And then other ones are willingly stalking. But there's some type of pedophile eagle-eyed bot that's making people stalk, whether they're forced to or not, is giving them orders, and then they're in it for life or some shit, because they're just constantly stalking me every time I see them. Like, some of them look exhausted, like it's like a chore, like they don't want to, like, whether they feel bad about it or not even, like, they're just tired. Like, they just look like they don't want to do it, just like, it's like a chore, it's like an extra job. Then other ones look like they love to do it, it's their favorite thing. But whatever the case may be, it's the human trafficking cult sending stalkers at me and doing weird pedophilic symbolism and shit. And I'm just surrounded by stalkers, and I'm isolated, surrounded by stalkers that do weird pizza symbolism and shit. And stalked by pedophiles. I don't got any friends around me. All my friends were stalkers the entire time, or however many years. Possibly my entire life, I don't know. But they turned out to be stalkers though, so we don't hang out anymore. It's just me. It's me here by myself. Everyone around me is a stalker. Occasionally they do weird pedophile pizza symbolism around me. Occasionally there's baby crying synced, and I gotta deal with it. A baby crying synced with my movements, making it feel like I'm making a baby cry because I exist. Because I'm going through the checkout at Walmart, or I'm pressing something on my phone, or I'm turning the corner, or whatever. A baby is crying synced with it, and then it's crying synced over and over and over with whatever I'm doing. Sometimes when I walk around, or when I go to Walmart, or wherever, or whatever, that's what I gotta deal with. And then the baby might have a Ninja Turtle shirt on. I don't think I've ever seen it on a baby, but I'm just saying though. I think I have seen an Epstein Island striped shirt on a baby though. Pretty sure that happened one time. I forget. I think it did. So, I say so too much. I say like too much. I hear a bird chirping synced outside when I set my phone down. My water heater is turning off. There's a pedophile that lives in my apartment building, and he's always stalking me. and he has a cat, and I'm ill cat. So I think it's a cat thing because I'm ill cat, but he'll be like talking to his cat synced out in the hallway, and he'll just like let his cat out in the hallway and like leave his door cracked open, and then the cat will like run into his door synced. Like when I come out of my apartment, the cat will be in the hallway and it'll just be like staring at me, and then it'll like run in the door synced of the apartment. And then like he'll close the door. Or I'll just hear him out in the hallway talking to his cat synced up. Like when I'm in my apartment, I'll hear him out in the hallway and he'll be like, meow. Like the guy, he'll be like, meow, meow. Or he'll be talking to his cat at a synced up moment. And I think it's a cat thing because I'm ill cat, and he's like, I don't know. But he's a pedophile though. He's a registered pedophile. And I see him stalking me all the time. And I'll hear him talking out in the hallway, synced up moments all the time. And like everyone else in the building too. They'll be like having conversations out in the hallway, synced up. And walking by synced up. And slamming doors synced up. And walking out of their apartment right as I'm walking out of my apartment. Or walking out right as I walk by their apartment door. Or they'll have their door cracked open and they'll close it when I walk by it. Or they'll be meeting me at the doorway of the apartment building. Or they'll be meeting me at the stairs. Or they'll be meeting me at the hallway, in the doorway of the hallway. Like at the middle of the hallway, there's like a doorway in it that you walk through, and they'll meet me there, synced all the time. Or they'll come out of their door of their apartment as I walk through it, or whatever. Or slam a door, or cough, or whatever. Or say the word pizza. Or whatever fucked up shit they want to do. So I think I about covered it. That's the Twitter live Walkenupsynk podcast. They be Walkenupsynk.